Halloween, that delicious blend of whimsy and fright, has long been a playground for creativity, especially among celebrities whose costumes often dominate red carpets and social feeds. Yet, for every enchanting ensemble, there's a cautionary tale. Outfits that veer into offensive territory, sparking backlash and apologies. From mocking tragedies to perpetuating stereotypes, these choices remind us that what amuses one can wound another. Let's unpack some of the most infamous celebrity Halloween misfires, exploring their contexts, consequences, and the broader cultural conversations they ignited. Start with Chloë Sevigny's 1999 portrayal of a deceased Princess Diana, a costume that landed like a gut punch just 2 years after the beloved royal's fatal Paris car crash. Sevigny, then an indie darling, donned a beige blazer emblazoned with die-D across the lapel, her face smeared with makeup to mimic bruises and a cut chin, evoking the accident's horror. The look wasn't subtle. It was a stark reference to Diana's tragic end, complete with a paler complexion to simulate lifelessness. Public outrage was swift. How could anyone trivialize a mother's senseless death, a nation's grief? Sevigny's intent might have been edgy artistry, but it underscored a harsh truth. Celebrity deaths aren't punchlines, especially when fresh wounds linger. This incident predated social media's amplification, yet it forced a reckoning on the line between provocation and pain. Fast forward to 2006. When comedian Bill Maher channeled Steve Irwin, the crocodile hunter, mere weeks after the icon's stingray fatality. Maher's ensemble featured khaki shorts, a bush hat, and a prop barb protruding from his chest, bloodied for effect. On his talk show he defended it with, "People who really love animals understand if you get killed by one, chances are you were doing something to it you shouldn't have been." The quip aimed for dark humor, but it fell flat amid global mourning for Irwin's passion and family man charm. Maher's edgelord style thrives on discomfort, yet this crossed into disrespecting a legacy of conservation. It highlighted comedy's tightrope. When does satire become schadenfreude? Blackface, that vile relic of minstrel shows, rears its head repeatedly, as in Julianne Hough's 2013 take on Crazy Eyes from Orange is the New Black. The former Dancing with the Stars pro darkened her skin and donned an orange jumpsuit, curly wig and glasses to mimic Yuzo Aduba's character. Backlash erupted for perpetuating racist caricatures, reducing a complex black woman to a trope. Hough's Twitter apology read, "It certainly was never my intention to be disrespectful or demeaning to anyone in any way. I realize my costume hurt and offended people and I truly apologize. Ignorance, not malice, often fuels these errors, but intent doesn't erase impact." Hough's case became a teachable moment, prompting wider education on blackface's history of dehumanization. Khloé Kardashian's 2003 pimp costume, complete with chained black friends Malika and Khadija Hack, Megan Good and Lamaya Good in lingerie and collars, reeks of early 2000s excess. The power dynamic, Kardashian as exploiter, her friends as props, echoed ugly stereotypes of black women as hypersexualized. Good later reflected in 2019, "That one time on Halloween when you were young and dumb, and clearly didn't think 15 years ahead also. Well, mistakes were made." Kardashian's silence speaks volumes, but the image endures as a snapshot of unchecked privilege, ignoring hip-hop culture's roots and resistance, not fantasy. Emily Hampshire's 2023 duo with a friend as Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, post-defamation trial, turned domestic abuse into a gag. Hampshire as Depp clutched a wine bottle, her friend as Heard feigned distress. Deleted amid fury, Hampshire apologized, "I am deeply sorry and ashamed for putting something that awful out in the universe. Domestic abuse is never, ever funny." The trial's scars, Depp's reputational hit, Heard's countersuit win on one count, made this tone deaf. It exposed Hollywood's discomfort with #MeToo's gray areas, where survivors' stories become costumes. Adrianne Curry's pre-death Amy Winehouse homage in 2011, syringe in arm, mocked addiction's grip. Winehouse, dead from alcohol poisoning months later, deserved empathy, not emulation. Curry's intent blurred lines, but it stigmatized recovery, reducing a soul's struggle to shock value. Tana Mongeau's 2018 Ho Ho Siwa sexualized a 15-year-old JoJo Siwa, tagging her in a pink bra, thong and ribbons. Mongeau clarified, "JoJo is a great friend of mine and I would never intend to sexualize her. But the damage, objectifying a minor, lingered, fueling talks on consent and influencer culture." Gwen Stefani's 2014 Hurricane Sandy Grease mashup, with a bloody head wound, trivialized a 2012 disaster killing over 200. Natural calamities aren't puns. Stefani's backlash stressed sensitivity to real-world trauma. Harry Hamlin's 2015 Sid Vicious, swastika shirt and all, with Lisa Rinna as Nancy Spungen, ignored the murder-suicide's horror and Nazi symbolism. Their apology, "If I hurt you, we were being authentic. It hurt and angered many of you and we are deeply sorry." Authenticity can't excuse hate symbols. Billie Eilish and Jesse Rutherford's 2021 age gap baby/old man costumes joked at their 11-year difference, knowing her since 15. Critics saw grooming undertones, it spotlighted power imbalances in relationships. Jeff Ross's 2012 Joe Paterno roast with towel-clad players mocked the Penn State scandal's child abuse horrors. Sandusky's 45 convictions made it grotesque. Chris Brown's 2012 Taliban guys at Rihanna's party ignored terrorism's terror. His mom's tweet, "Halloween is for fun. Get a life," deflected. O.J. Simpson's 2018 Dr. Seymour Bush, gynecologist, post-prison, layered vulgarity atop murder-acquittal infamy. These tales aren't isolated. They're mirrors to society's fault lines: racism, trauma, exploitation. Celebrities, with their reach, bear responsibility. Apologies help, but prevention, through cultural literacy and empathy, transforms Halloween from minefield to celebration. As we don masks, let's remember, the scariest costumes reveal our unhealed shadows.